All right, let's start this interactive AI interview.
Hi, I'm Mila, an AI-assisted interviewer. Thank you for taking the time to interview today. To finish your answer, you can click End Response or press the spacebar. Let's try. How are you today?
Hey Mila, I'm doing very well.
Okay, let's start by discussing your background. Can you walk me through your experience in sales and marketing, particularly in the building materials industry?
So I have extensive experience leading teams, go-to-market and sales in the HR tech space. Unfortunately, I don't have any prior experience in building materials.
Thank you for sharing your background in sales and marketing within the HR tech space. Since you haven't worked in building materials, could you tell me about how you've approached learning a new industry or product line in the past, and how you might adapt your experience to succeed in a different sector, like building materials?
So what I've done in the past is that to get knowledge on the new industry, really read up on the company. Usually there's a wealth of information that they have on the product lines they have. Then industry publications. These days, asking ChatGPT would be also a good start to get a very quick overview of the industry. And then talking to my network of people with experience in the industry, trying to figure out how the industry works. I think that's what I would do. I think that many of our experiences will be applicable over here because it's also going to be B2B. And I think I'll take my experience developing sales playbook, building teams, and to this industry.
Thanks for sharing your approach to quickly learning new industries and leveraging your B2B experience. Building on that, could you tell me about a time when you entered a completely unfamiliar market or product area? What specific steps did you take in your first 90 days to come up to speed and start adding value?
Right. I would say number one is reading up on materials that are already there. Typically, the company has a wealth of materials, using ChatGPT to get up to speed and really connecting with industry insiders. Just sharing, buying them a meal, coffee, trying to learn that industry, building that network. I think you tend to learn a lot. Having some expert calls potentially. So that's what I'll do to get up to speed in the first 90 days. And then also talking to the team, right? Having one-on-one sessions with the team, trying to figure out how they do things, what are main pain points, what are some of the challenges, what ideas people have to be able to improve. So that's what I would do in the first 90 days.
Thanks for outlining your approach. Let's move on to discuss your leadership experience next. What strategies have you used to achieve individual and team sales targets in your previous roles?
So what I've done is always to sort of start with a goal in mind. So what's the end goal? So for example, if the target is to achieve $100,000 of sales, working backwards, right? Let's say if the average contract value is $10,000, then trying to figure out how do I then allocate this to either different teams or if I'm working on it alone, how do I work backwards to figure out what my meeting to sales conversion ratio is like and therefore how many meetings do I need to book to get there. So really trying to work out the mechanics and building a process around it.
Thanks for sharing your approach. Let's move on to the next question. Let's do a role play. Imagine I'm a potential client who is unsure about switching to Sunway Paving Solutions. Please address my concerns to help me feel confident in making the switch.
So Mila, first of all, thank you for the opportunity and for considering us. Sunway Paving Solution is distinctive for a few reasons. Number one, it's highly durable. Number two, is a sustainable product that helps prevent floods. And number three, if you think about it from a total cost of ownership, it's by far the best option. So that's what I would share. And we're here to also provide great customer service and support to you at the same time.
Thanks for explaining, but those points are a bit general. Could you give me a specific example? Maybe a project where your paving really made a difference, or details about how your customer service stands out from what I'm used to. That's what would help me feel more confident about switching.
So I'll talk about experience. So we currently serve the Singapore market, and one of the big developers we serve is City Development, and they've been considering two options, us and another competitor, and they actually try to actually roll out both solutions for two smaller scale projects, right? And what they've realized is that while solution costs 10% more as compared to the competitor, over the lifetime of the product, if you think consider the total cost of ownership, we are a much better option, right? Much more cost effective when you think about it from a total cost of ownership. So there's one example that we have done with this client in Singapore.
Thanks for sharing that example. It helps a bit. But can you give me a specific instance where your customer service really stood out? Maybe
Yeah.
a situation where you handled an issue or went above and beyond for a client? A concrete story like that would really build my confidence in making this switch.
So I think our clients were one of our clients, and also in Singapore was laying this paving, and they realized that actually the ground needed a little more work, and the pavings were a little uneven, and we actually came up with a solution. We don't just sell them a product, we actually help them figure out like how best to use the product and how do you use this product in tandem with some of the other tools they have. So that's what we actually did, went above and beyond to help deliver a solution, not just sell a product.
Thank you for your time. This interview will be ending soon. You will receive updates via email. Have a nice day.
All right, so that's the interview. And once the interview is completed, you will also get a full candidate report that consists of four things: an assessment score, assessment summary, which is customizable based on your unique set of criteria, a full video playback,
Hey, I'm Mila,
and a full transcript. And you can see this all happening here. What our clients find very useful is the ability to take this candidate report and share it with the hiring manager. And so now hiring managers, before they decide who to interview, they're able to get a glimpse of the candidate and then prioritize the most promising candidates. That's all from me. Thank you very much.